Woo! What's up? What's up? Hello. Good evening, guys. Konnichiwa. This is Michael. Hi.
And this is Lizette. Hi, everyone.
And
Do you know
hi.
what
Hello.
time it is?
It's TOYCON
Michael,
TV
do you know what time it
time.
is?
It's TOYCON TV time.
Yes, Toy TV time.
Hey.
Yo! Hi, Max.
So, ano na? Kumusta na? How are you, Lizette? I
How are
haven't
you,
seen you in a
Michael?
while. I haven't seen you in a while. Ang dami. How's the weather there?
Yep. Manila, scorching
Yeah.
hot. I'm sure you guys can feel it too. Grabe ang init. Michael, how is it there in New Jersey? Balita ko malamig
It's still
Naka-hoodie ka
cold.
pa.
It yes, it's still cold, and I'm willing to trade off yung heat nyo dyan.
Willing to
Pero
trade LBC ko.
palasada mo na lang sa akin. Alright, but let's remind everyone of what this show is all about.
Of course, I know you're familiar with TOYCON TV, but for those who would just tuned in, it's your first time watching TOYCON TV. TOYCON TV is your weekly catch up with the local community, toy community, and fandoms that love everything about toys, collections, and hobbies. It's also a way to keep the TOYCON community together despite the physical
Yes.
distance. Siyempre, social distancing tayo. This is
Yes.
brought to you by TOYCON, the event that brings you and collectors together for nearly 2 decades now. 20 years na tayo, malapit na, no?
Oh, it's 20 years, almost 20 years. And this week we are bringing you ToyCon TV's Cosplay Week. So for the next two episodes, we'll be focusing more on the cosplay culture scene and touching up a bit on that, as this has been one of ToyCon's staples and highlights. So welcome to episode 5 of ToyCon TV, the Cosplay Invasion. Yay!
Yay! In case you're wondering who we are, and I'm pretty sure you are because this is not your normal cosplay ToyCon TV. Cosplay talaga. So, Michael, why don't you give a background of who we are and why we're here?
Sure, sure. So for starters, if you see, I don't know if you guys saw the nameplates, but anyway, we are from Anime Alliance. We are a
Not sure if you
nonprofit
see.
organization that provides capacity building services to Japanese culture communities in the Philippines. We established 2006, and we've been with ToyCon as their operational and support staff that has spearheaded their cosplay and other activities since 2009. So once again, I am Michael. I am the operations manager for Anime Alliance Philippines and the floor manager for ToyCon. And tonight with me is Lizette right below me. She is my co-host tonight, and she is Anime Alliance's production manager and also part of the production team for ToyCon.
Thanks, Michael.
Yes.
Um, well, since we're talking about ToyCon and our involvement in ToyCon, look what I found.
Oh my God.
IDs from
Yes, your
the
IDs
past years.
throwback so
Um,
much.
yeah, I have IDs from 2010, so medyo lumalabas po yung age natin.
Yung age. Oh my
Yung age,
God.
but you know what? We've
We've
grown
been
so much with ToyCon, and we've been handling their costly events for so long na, no?
11, I believe it's like 11 years. No, 11 years? Yeah, 11 years.
11 years, yes.
11
And
years.
for those who come often to ToyCon, I'm pretty sure you would recognize Michael.
Wait,
But there's one thing
let
missing.
me do this instead. Ayan, yan. Oh, kilala na
There you
nila ako.
go. So if you're a regular ToyCon guest, you would recognize this guy walking around with at least three guys behind him. And that's Michael doing the security check.
Yes, as a part of ToyCon security, I usually am in charge with like handling most of it. And if you see a girl handling like a lot of papers with clipboards and whatnots around the stage and like running around like a chicken with her head cut off, that's gonna be Lizette. That's definitely Lizette, right? See, right there. That's gonna be Lizette.
Looks different with the hair though. This was
Yeah,
taken when?
that's called
20
aging.
Oh yeah, pero background 2016 yata.
Yeah, that's
So
2016, I
explains
think.
the difference.
Hmm.
Okay, pero giveaway masyado yung clue mo. Ano ba yan? Lumalabas tuloy. Anyways, for tonight's episode, we've invited guests who are pretty much considered as cosplay legends in the community. But before we dive into that, let's have a look back at how cosplay became prominent in the Philippine fandom scene. Did you know that the first ever cosplay competition in the country was held in 2000? Raise your hands if you were present during that time.
Mm, no, I wasn't.
Wasn't active back then.
Because we started 2006. But anyway, that Anime Explosion 2000 introduced the cosplay competition format of having a catwalk for cosplayers to showcase their costumes on stage. So, like back then, you'd see cosplayers doing characters from anime series or games that's popular at the time, like Fushigi Yugi, Yu Yu Hakusho, like Final Fantasy, Rurouni Kenshin. So yeah, there's like a lot of them before.
But while cosplay itself set foot in the country in 2000, it was only until 2006 that the hobby became more mainstream. And over time, cosplayers have become more crafty and detailed in their costumes. Nowadays, you'll see cosplayers' outfits have every single detail down to the last bead or down to the last thread. And man, has quality been really up this past few years. If you've
Very
also
much, very
noticed,
much.
ito
Not
ba?
not all like costumes have leveled up, but like cosplay competitions have done so as well. Like especially in TOYCON in particular, they have raised the bar for propelling Philippine cosplay to international standards. So like we've had Asia Cosplay Meet before, Cosplay Nation. We've also hosted a couple of World Cosplay Summit competitions and finals. So TOYCON has been pushing it. Woo. Wow. So, kita nyo? Yan yung technical difficulty ng Ilok. Yan. So, yeah. So, anyway, Lizette, without further ado, why don't you start introducing our distinguished guests for tonight? Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier, our guests for tonight have become cosplay legends in the community in their own rights. I'm pretty sure if you're a subscriber of 9gag, you've seen some of them, and they are prominent faces in the cosplay scene. You've probably seen them walking around ToyCon also, and from what I've heard, two of our guests have started their cosplay journey in ToyCon. Let's hear them out and as they share their cosplay histories, passion for the hobby, and take on the current cosplay scene. First
Yes.
up is a pro cosplayer. He has made a career out of being a cosplayer. He's also an events host and a health and wellness coach. So everyone, give it up for Shou!
Yay! Wala na naman yung background
Hi
music
everyone, I'm
ko.
Shou. Good to see all of
Yay!
you.
Hi,
Hi!
Shou! Take it away, Shou!
Yeah. All right. Oh, is
How
this where
are
I
you?
talk about myself now? Okay. Hi
Yep.
everyone,
Not
I'm
yet.
Shou. I'm here cosplaying as Broca from Arknights,
Mhm.
and I'm very excited to be here with all of you today to share more about my cosplay experiences and my cosplay journey. I'm very excited, and I hope we all have a lot of fun. Is that it? Do you want me to talk a lot more? Okay. All right. So next up, we're gonna go into my experiences with my cosplay journey and how I got to where I am today. So first off, my name is Shou. You may know me as Sean Price from before, but I changed my name to Shou just recently because Shou means to fly and to soar in kanji. And I really love the meaning of that because I always feel like I'm always so high on positivity and I'm here to share and spread my wings and help a lot of people. So I really like the word Shou. That's why I chose that. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, and also before I begin, I just want to say thank you again to TOYCON for having me here. I'm very excited to share my experiences with all of you, and I hope that everyone is doing great and staying happy and healthy during these very difficult times. So first off, my cosplay history. This is where I began cosplaying back in APCC 2017 was my very first convention, and TOYCON was actually my very second convention. Most people would know me from cosplaying Rescue Captain America, as you can see right here. And I was actually inspired to cosplay this character by my two friends in the top right corner over there. You can see there, it's Elliot and Peppy, or Mikael. They both, well, I met them through other means, but then they told me, why don't you try cosplay? Because it's something that they were doing for quite a long time. And I was very hesitant at first because I grew up wanting to cosplay someday, but I was always scared and hesitant to try it out. But they really pushed me. They helped me find the right people. This amazing artist named Toy Imao, he helped me with making of the shield. They helped source all of the materials. And we got a really cool Rescue Captain America cosplay going that was screen accurate to the movie. So I was very happy to be with that. And it was actually kind of funny too, because in APCC, the nickname that they gave me back then, which you could even search on Instagram, is Captain Cutie. So that's me in the bottom right corner with a lot of people, and they were always tagging me on Instagram, hey, check out Captain Cutie and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, such a weird name. but it's kind of cool. All right, next slide, please. All right, so I wanted to show you that as my first cosplay because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't put on any makeup. I just threw it on, went to the cosplay, and I had a lot of fun, which is great. And then now 2 years later, well, 1 year ago, my cosplay became into this, which is the Endgame Avengers Captain America. And it really elevated. I started to understand how to put on makeup, more theory into costume design, how to get the right screen accurate materials, even I met a lot of people who helped me out with the editing, which I am now doing myself a little bit now too. So it was really a fun journey from when I first started cosplaying to now where I am. And I'll talk a little bit about that more in the next slides. All right, so here are some of the prominent characters that I've cosplayed throughout the years. On the very left here, you can see Tengen Uzui, which is someone that I just debuted very recently, I think I debuted him just only a few months ago. And I love how flamboyant he is. I love his style, his character, how he's always out there. And I love how actually he's a very selfless character if you read more into the manga and know more about him. That like he prioritizes the lives of his wives and everyone else before himself. And I'm really all for that. I also recently got to cosplay Kakashi Senpai, which is a big inspiration for me when I was growing up. I love Naruto. Naruto Shippuden, that all got me started into cosplaying. And so cosplaying Kakashi Senpai was really a great experience for me. I did Kaide Manuda from Kakeguru. And actually, I think the character that people most prominently know me by recently was Tenya Ida from Boku no Hero Academia, which is there in the bottom left. That was actually the first anime character that I ever cosplayed. And I think actually the first time I cosplayed it might have been at TOYCON because we had a gathering there. So that was actually really cool. And then the one that most recently got me into like the international scene online was Kono Dioda from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and a little bit also of Jotaro. I also have Inasa because he's my favorite Passion Wind Boy. And recently I also did Sephiroth. So these are probably my top picks of cosplays that I've done throughout the years, but there's actually just a lot to choose from, but these are my tops. So next slide, please. All right, so like I said earlier, this is probably, along with my Uzui, I think Kakashi was the most recent and most prominent one. Here we can see me with my good friend Elijah Tolosa. We were recreating the scene with Naruto where Kakashi does the 1,000 years of pain to him during training. I love this character so much. He's one of my tops next to Minato Namikaze, and I just felt so fun bringing this character to life. Can we go to the next slide, please? All right, so here's more into my TOYCON experience. So with TOYCON, I started, the first TOYCON I went to was the one in December in the Toy Fair 2017. And that's when my friends were doing this hero call thing, which is when it was an initiative to basically bring people together and to combat the bad things going on in our society. So I was really a big part of that and helping them out. And they were doing a toy drive for young children. And that was also a really fun experience because I got to meet one of my really good friends. His name is Earl Manga, and he's actually part of the TOYCON team. And he's just a bundle of joy, and I love that guy. Next up, 2018, I began to expand my roster more. I think 2018 is when I did my, okay, sorry, I went back. Okay, 2018 is when I did Star-Lord along with my other friends. And that was one of my favorite cosplays too. He still stands as one of my #1 Marvel characters. And then 2019, which is the most recent TOYCON that we all went to, was when I debuted my Captain America for Endgame. Okay, next slide, please. Oh, also, hello to everyone in the comments. Cross Series S, I see you. Uzui from Otaku Fest. I will talk about Otaku Fest. I love that convention. Mertens, Ray, Chino, Gail, Perlita, George. Thank you guys all for being here. Hello, Miyu. Okay, so what made me cosplay? So when I was growing up, I found the anime Naruto. And Naruto was the very first anime I've ever watched. And I remember going home after school from a very boring day of school and then going to my bed, lying down and watching Naruto episodes online. Most particularly, I remember the Naruto season 8 or 9, which is the Yura Yura opening song. And I would just yell that all night long. And then my mom would barge in and be like, "You're singing too loud and I don't understand it." I'm like, "I know." So I love Naruto. That's a great inspiration. And then Naruto grew up just like how I was growing up. So it was a very good time for me because I was right at the age where all the characters were and I could really relate to them. And then One Piece, I watched a lot of One Piece when I grew up. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch up with it. It's just so long, but I do need to watch it again. And then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood really matured me up also when I was watching cosplay or watching anime. And I remember looking online, I think it was 9gag or it was somewhere else, but I remember eventually seeing people and they didn't look quite like the characters, and I was very confused. I was like, "Wait, what are you guys doing?" And then I saw them closer and I was like, "Wait, these are actual people and they're wearing the costumes of the characters and they look really like them." And I was like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. How do I do that?" And all throughout high school I was just in denial. I was like, "I want to cosplay, but I don't know how." So I wasn't able to cosplay then. I didn't have the right people in mind. I didn't know where to look to. YouTube was so popular, but I didn't like think about going to tutorials. And then eventually when I came here for college to the Philippines, I met the right people and then they helped me and they inspired me, and now I'm here where I am today. Okay, can we go next slide, please? Hey, Ferlita, amazing Dio cosplay. Thank you so much, Ferlita Tonks. All right, so developing my character. One of the things that I really loved about cosplay was because you not only got to dress up like your favorite heroes and characters, but you actually got to embody the very character themselves, what they stand for, who they are as a person, all of their really good traits, all of the traits that we want to embody ourselves and become. And I don't know, I really looked up to just so many of these characters. Naruto, his unyielding determination, regardless of what people thought about him. Captain America, his selflessness to a T, going out of his way to help other people, even going against his best friend when he knew he was wrong. There's just so many characters that I truly love how they are. Like I've been watching this this anime recently called Haikyuu, and I just I love the determination of the character there and the amazing music. And I don't know, I just think that cosplaying is just a way for us to give outlets to our passions and to be more than what we think of ourselves and eventually become more than what we are. And I think it's great for our growth. So I just love cosplaying. I think if you have the passion for cosplaying, then you can make it really far. Okay, next slide, please. Hey, Merns, I can feel your happiness. Dude, I'm so happy. Actually, yeah, I'm really happy to be here with all of you guys and talking more about everything and getting to share my experiences. So next up, my events experience. Oh boy, this is a fun one. I really love this. Okay, so I recently broke out into the cosplay event scene. I've been doing it on and off in some official and non-official capacities. I did a few things with Funimation for their Boku no Hero premieres and other things, but I think this is probably the biggest break I had in cosplay, as well as one of the most fun convention experiences that I've had, which was Otaku Fest in Cebu. And I love the Cebu community. All of the people there are so nice. Everyone's so friendly. Everyone's loving, caring, and kind. And when I was in contact with them, they asked, "Hey, do you want to be our official cosplay host and a cosplaying guest?" I was like, "Oh my god, yes, Yes, I do. So then I flew out over there. They helped me with everything. They picked me up to and from the conventions. I was up on stage. I cosplayed as Dio for the second day and Uzoi for the first day. And I got to meet other international cosplayers who really inspired me, like Didi Tenka and Hikarin also. And they gave me a lot of great advice. Them and Peggy Sim were one of the reasons why I also changed my name. Hey George, I love your experience as a cosplayer. Solus, Haikyuu is beautiful character development. Thank you so much, George. And yes, Solus, it does. I love Haikyuu so much. I do have plans for Haikyuu. I'm going. I'll share that later. Okay, so along with the events experience for here, one of the reasons why I cosplay too, and this is not something that I went into it initially because I didn't know it would have this impact, but I wanted to cosplay, or I like cosplaying now because I get to really help a lot of people and I get to inspire people. I get to talk with so many passionate individuals from around the world. And it really brightens up my day. And I hear it also brightens up other people too. And I just like making friends and engaging with others. I'm a major extrovert. So any opportunity to go out and to have fun and to engage with other people, I'm all for it. I want to give a shout out also to Miyu Clark, who you can see here in the top middle picture on the left. She is a phenomenal human being. The first time she ever bought a print from anyone was from me, and she was so excited to see me from when I got announced. And I was just, oh man, I was in tears. She was just such a kind human being. Hello, hi Ray, Shou-chan, Joshua Ronaldo, thank you so much. Hi Kais, my Dio is amazing. Thank you for Lita. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? All the support, Sean, you amazing tree. you guys are too kind. So another one of my cosplaying experiences that really held me dearest to my heart was when I was in one of the conventions in Manila. And this classmate of someone came up to me and said, "Hey, I have someone who is a really big fan of you, but she couldn't be here, unfortunately. Could you please sign this print for her? And I'll give it to her." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And I didn't really think much about it. I was like, "All right, that's cool. I appreciate it." And then I see on social media when this was made public and I was tagged later that there was this really, really wholesome, amazing person, Isabella Noyce on the left here, who just was in tears when her friend gave her my cosplay prints at school, and then she made it into a shrine at home, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to say. That was so cool, and I was like, it's so sweet and so kind of you. Like, I can't believe that cosplaying would make such an impact to another human being, and it really brought me to tears, and I didn't know what to say. I still don't know what to say other than thank you. It's just amazing. On the right side here is another one of the fun ones. I got permission from him to post this, so don't worry. It's a really awesome guy by the name of Steve Ryder. I was cosplaying as Tengen Uzoi, along with 3 other of my good friends. And this was just a candid photo that was taken. You can see him in the background. It's one of those like Santa all moments in the Philippines. And I was like, oh my God, this is funny. But he was a really good sport. I love that guy. And there's also, you can see Earl Manga there in the top right too. Shout out to you, bro. Okay, next slide, please. Oh yeah, and Lizette says that actually did become a meme. That photo was circulated a lot. Okay, next up for more of my cosplaying experiences. On the top left here is when I went to Singapore and I brought my Rescue Captain America cosplay there. And there's my one of the big inspirations of my community. Her name is Asuka Natsumi. Really awesome, wholesome girl, and she does so much great content. She's growing as a cosplayer, and I love to see it. So I got to meet up and have a little fan meetup there. I also did some things with Make-A-Wish Foundation with my Star-Lord and many other amazing human beings who were there with me on that journey. For the top right corner, I put that photo because I met all of those people through cosplaying. And now every single weekend we play Dungeons and Dragons. We're on the DM for them. So I just want to show you guys, I am a really big geek also other than anime. I play D&D and I love every single one of those guys. So there we can see Javin, Gabe, Kat's not there yet, but my good friend Peppy and Nigel. Bottom left corner was from Otaku Fest. It's an absolute ray of sunshine. That's a Mandy Tan. Like that girl's amazing. She has so much passion, so much happiness. This is another reason why I cosplay, guys, is because I get to meet so many cool people around the world, and I get to see their bright and joyous faces and smiles, and see how we're all having fun with this passion. On the bottom left corner is Leon Kira, where we helped organize a really big meetup with so many other Boku no Hero cosplayers the next day, where he was All Might. And the bottom middle is where some of my very good friends are now in cosplay, Zach Tolosa, Roxanne Ko, Elijah Tolosa, and you can also see Boiled Curry there, who's a good friend of ours from Singapore. And the bottom right corner, finally, is my picture from with the guests from Otaku Fest for Didi Tenka, Hikarin, and Peggy Sim. And they really taught me a lot about what it is to be a cosplayer, especially in like the professional and the international scene. And I learned so much from them. Okay, next slide, please. Carrie and Cruz roll for initiative. Yeah, that's right. Check for traps. Okay. So that's basically most of it into my journey. What I'm going to do right now is talk a little bit more about my drive and inspiration. And I did touch up upon it earlier, but I want to put it on a little bit more of a serious note here, which I don't talk about much. When I was growing up, actually, I was a pretty chubby kid, and I didn't go out that much, and I didn't know how to socialize with other people. And it was a very difficult time for me. And I'm sure it's something that a lot of people can relate with, like, not knowing how to make friends, not knowing how to talk to others, being too scared to go out, to dress differently, to dress new. And that was a very hard time for me, especially in middle school and high school. But then, eventually, as I saw online, as I watched anime inspired me so much. Like seeing these people tackle all these different hardships and like getting through it and becoming better people. And then seeing people cosplay online and videos and them having fun. And then, eventually I decided, hey, I'm going to be like some of these characters. I want to break out from my shell and become more and have my own, like, hero's journey. So I decided to look online. I read about how to talk to other people, how to not be shy. I watched more anime. I learned from the best things from the best people. And then eventually I guess I got over my fears. And when I entered the cosplay community, I found like, I guess you could say it's a community, but I found more of like a brother and sisterhood with everyone, because we're all here cosplaying because we're passionate about what we're doing. We're not doing it for the fame, we're not doing it for the money, which you should never do. We're not doing it for any of the wrong choices. We're doing it just because it's fun. And through that experience, we get to meet other people who are like-minded, equally as passionate, and equally as genuine. Like, I absolutely love the cosplay community. I have not had any negative experiences despite a lot of the things that I hear from others. And I think that's just because I keep a positive mindset, and I like to surround myself with the right kind of people who also inspire me to become better as I inspire them. So I just want to say again, thank you to everyone in the cosplay community, all of you guys who keep up with my content, who are always saying hello, who are always commenting and sharing. I want you to know you mean the world to me, and I'm always having a lot of fun, and you guys make every day a little brighter. So next up, I guess we're going to have a bit of a Q&A. If anyone has any questions that I can answer for you, please do drop it in the comments below. I think we have time for a few minutes for this.
Yes.
Hi,
Hi,
Shaw.
I'm back.
Hey
I
guys,
just
we're
realized.
back.
I'm
We're
just like, wait,
back.
I just realized I'm like in the middle of the weather right now, and I kept on changing my background. But anyway,
Looks really nice where you are.
how are you? I mean, it's just like the sun is like blaring back to my head. But that was really cool. And
Thank
you know
you.
what? I didn't even know that you actually like haiku. So like, if we had that conversation, this is gonna be like longer than 2 hours.
Oh, I
So
love
I'm
haiku.
not gonna even
Oh
touch on that part. Zed, you have any questions for Shaw?
Well, um, I just saw that meme. I
Oh yeah.
think that was last week, and I was saying, "Who is this guy? And who's that guy? The one behind you, Shaw?" It was
Which one?
really funny.
Actually,
I
Oh
saw it
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
9gag actually. So
I
when
I
you
I
showed
It
do
it,
was
I
on
just
remember.
Nine
I
Gag.
think
Oh
that
no
was
way!
you.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know.
That is so cool.
I do remember seeing it on 9gag as well. Yeah,
For
pretty
those
much.
who have just joined us, yeah. For those who have just joined us, we're actually having a cosplay episode today, and we have three guests. The first guy, here,
Like
there,
right
is Shaw,
there.
and
The-
he's one of
I'm
the
trying. This
respected
this is horrible. I should have done
cosplayers
the
in the
green screen
Philippines.
thing.
Yep.
Oh, you look
I
great, Michael.
here.
Don't worry.
Here. There.
All right, so Zet, why don't we get over with our next one, and then we'll get back with Shaw once everybody's done presenting, I guess.
Sure.
Well,
Sounds
it
good.
was awesome. I do have a couple of questions for you later on, and if you guys have any questions that you guys want to actually like ask Sean later on, we'll be reading the comment section later. I'm actually monitoring it myself too. So,
Yep. So here we have a few comments. Oh, from Awi, truly Miss Toycon. Hi, Awi. Hi.
yun, sige, shout out na rin ako Zet, since nandiyan na. Shout out kila Carissa, kila Meg, yan.
Hi,
Sa
guys.
akin kasi because they're saying like, oh my god, but I'm gonna keep the comments to myself. All
Waiting for
right.
Prince.
Who?
Charlie Mariares waiting for Prince.
All right, so I guess the next guest that we have is definitely a cosplayer. I was gonna say something else, but he's also an entrepreneur. And ano pa ba, Zet? How would you make this show?
Well, our next guest is a girl, and she's a cosplayer. She's an entrepreneur and an event
Mhm.
organizer. I also heard that she has good cake.
Yes, I am looking forward to that.
Okay, no further ado, everyone. Oh, by the way, if you have comments, if you have questions, type it up. We'll bring it up in the latter part of the show. Okay. I hope our next guest is ready. Yep. I hope our
Yep,
next
I
guest
think
is
so.
ready.
All right,
Everyone?
so our next guest is Miss Loki Hart. Hi, Loki. Hello.
Hi,
Hi. Say
Loki.
hi. How are you?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
And it is the curse
Kumusta?
of Philippine internet again.
Connection is quite
Oh, well, you
low.
know how it is in the Philippines.
Yeah,
Internet is so horrible here.
I know.
So
All
why
right.
don't you take it away for us?
Okay. So, hi, everyone. So, I am Loki Hart. I am a cosplayer for 10 years, but I have been active in the cosplay community for 11 years. Yes, it's that long, ancient medyo. But there are others who have been in the hobby longer than me. So, anyways, with your 15 minutes with me, I will share to you my story, my journey, on how I became what I am today because of cosplay. All right? So, shout out to all the people who are watching. So, okay, let's begin. I started cosplaying way back 2010. That time, cosplay was just starting to get mainstream, and I really did not cosplay because I like it. Yes, I'm kind of guilty. I like it, but not to the point that I really want to try it because I want to dress up. I tried cosplaying for the first time because I was promoting my business. Yes, I am a very business minded individual. So, because way back 2009, I owned a cosplay shop. It is called Loki's Haven. So that time, wala pang Taobao. Yeah, ready-made costumes were really hard to find. And the only way you can have a costume is if you have it custom made. Someone will make it for you, or if you can make it yourself, then there you go. So by 2009, I opened up a cosplay shop. Biglaan lang, just because I want to try it. I have an uncle who was a fashion designer way back when I was really young. He was a designer for Robinsons. And when I was young, I saw him sketching designs for gowns, for costumes. So, na-curious ako. And then when I grew up, I started drawing a bit and I fell in love with drawing, with sketching. I did not improve my craft with drawing, but I still draw at times. So, anyways, going back. So, I made a costume shop. It was Loki's Haven. And then I had a partner seamstress. I would make the details of the costume, and the seamstress would put it all together. I have no formal knowledge when it comes to sewing. I don't know. I just get it. I don't know why. Like how to put them together. Like I taught my seamstress how to make costumes because she only knows how to make uniforms. She doesn't sew costumes. She just basic uniforms, basic skirts and tops. But because of me, like we learned together, and that's how Loki's Haven came to be. So during that time, I was making a lot of costumes for many people, and then my customers kept telling me, "Hey, why don't you try cosplaying yourself? Because you've been making costumes, but you haven't tried wearing one yourself." So that was the only time that I got curious about cosplay. So my first convention was TOYCON. It was way back 2010. You can see in my slide, I'm cosplaying a character from Ragnarok Online. Yes, gamer po tayo. That's why my name is Loki. Because Loki was my server in Ragnarok Online. Oh, diba? So I was there with my best friend. She was cosplaying an Assassin Cross. And we went out there to promote my shop. We were giving away flyers while in costume. And I was overwhelmed with the crowd. Like everybody asked me, "Hey, can I have a picture with you? Can you please post like this, post like that?" So I was like, ano to? Bakit? Bakit sila nagpapapicture and stuff like that? I had fun and I learned how to overcome my shyness because every time that I go to a convention, people taking your pictures is like, it's a normal thing. If you're wearing a costume, natutuwa silang tingnan ka. So for me, it broke my shell and it made me confident when it comes to cosplaying. So, all right, the number of characters I have cosplayed, yes, it's over 80 characters for the past 10 years. Seryoso, meron akong listahan. So, for the past 10 years, so sobrang dami kong cosplay. Like, every con, iba ang suot kong costume. Kasi ayokong umulit. Ganun ako kagastos nung I was in my early 20s. Pero that stopped when I became older because, syempre, savings first before hobby. All right, so next slide, please. So, anyway, so my most recent cosplay was Kagura Sorry Maiden Skin from Mobile Legends. If you're gonna ask, oo, naglalaro po ako ng Mobile Legends. Legend. At yun din ang aking rank na hindi na umangat. Ang hirap! Okay. So anyways, I'm a gamer. Pero hindi ako hardcore. Like, I play when I'm able. I play with my friends kung meron. But it's not something that I do on a regular basis because I'm so busy with my schedule. I prefer console games more than mobile games, actually. Because in console gaming, I usually play alone. RPG games, yes, those games had a big impact on me, aside from mobile games. So this costume was made by a friend, Korean Cruz. He made everything for me in this set, from the umbrella to the horns to the clothes, everything. I used this costume for my guesting in Bacon Pop last year. And this is the most recent shoot I got. All right? So yung mga Mobile Legends cosplayer dyan, patingin naman ang costumes nyo. I really like the design. So anyway, next slide. So aside from Mobile Legends, I am currently working on a Rift. Okay, so for my friends, this is no longer a surprise. I am much more into game cosplays than anime. I don't know why. Because I love the design in the games. And when you play a game, when you finish it, it's done. Unlike when you cosplay from an anime series, like you need to finish it, right? For you to really understand the character that you're going to cosplay. Some of which that we need to read the manga. For me, I like games more. Because when I play, tuloy-tuloy, walang tigil. And then pag natapos na, okay na, wala na akong susubaybayan. So Aerith is the character I wanted to do next because I can relate to her in so many ways. Her sassiness, her attitude, and of course the character design. I cosplayed her a long time ago, many versions, but this one, I'm gonna make it really nice because I love her. All right, so next slide. Oh, lumabas na yung mga pairs ng Ragnarok. Oo, grabe, no? Ragna forever. Okay. So my first TOYCON, of course, it was really an awkward stage for me. Dumaan ako sa stage na ang costume ko makintab. Diba? Lahat ba kayo nagsuot ng satin? Isa na ako doon. Way back, like early 2004, 2005, 2006, nakakita na ba kayo ng uniform pero sa teen? Biktima rin ba kayo nun? O, di ba? Biktima rin kayo, kagaya ko. Pero I think for me, appropriate naman to medyo makintab. Kasi medyo regal and dating ng Archbishop. So, yung ears na suot ko dyan sa photo, those are the same ears that I'm wearing now. Yeah, it's the same ears. It's the same pair of ears. I got this on eBay 10 years ago. This is made from silicone. I ordered it exclusively for that cosplay. So my first cosplay, I really prepared for it. I spent a lot just to get that ears. Okay? So, just like me, I know marami pa sa inyo na nagsimula ng TOYCON. Meron dyan mga nagsimula mas maaga pa sa akin. Kasi I remembered the first con I attended, I can't remember the name. It was way back 2004. I was with my friend. And then, that's the first time I saw cosplayers. Noon, wala pang wig. Nakita ko lang, nag-dye talaga sila ng hair nila. Yung iba, walis. Walis yung ginagamit nila sa buhok. Wow, those were golden days. For that time, I was just a spectator. Like, wow, ganyan pala ang cosplay. Like, for me, it was really something new. At nahihiya ako gawin. Although deep inside, I want to try. But I was a student back then, so I don't have the funds or any means to make a costume like that. So yeah, I know we all have our memories of our first conventions, of our first costumes. And I know TOYCON ay kasama doon. Sa paglalakbay, nung lahat tayo ay nagsimula. So anyways, next slide. Okay. So, aside from TOYCON, I attended a few events after my first TOYCON, but TOYCON was like my yearly thing. Like for me, it is something sacred because TOYCON marks the anniversary of when I started cosplaying. So every year from 2010, I always make sure that the following year I will attend TOYCON. Kasi for me, ano siya, parang, oy, naka 1 year na tayo kasi TOYCON na ulit. Tapos next TOYCON na naman. It was really, really nice. Okay. Thank you, Gabriel Veles. Nice costume. Grabe, satin. Satin it is. All right. So please, next slide. Kayo ba? Anong first costumes na sinuot ninyo, ha? When wigs were way too expensive back then, trying our best to style and color our own. Ayan, Katz Del Rosario is an ancient. If I am a legend, she is an ancient. I know she started way, way, way longer than me. I hate to admit it, I used poster paint before since wigs were expensive. Yes, and some people, they cannot even afford contact lens, right? If may contact lens ka before during a convention, ang yaman-yaman mo. Diba? I mean, that was a thing before. Like, wow, naka-contact lens siya. Yaman. Alright. So, are we having technical difficulties here? Because I need my next slide, please. Okay. So, ano pa bang TOYCON experiences ninyo aside from wearing satin costumes, like dyeing your hair, using a broom for a wig? If we're all going back to those golden days, wow. Do you remember that famous blog site where they rant about cosplayers? Naabutan ko yun. Alam niyo ba, yung blog site na yun? Starts with the letter G. Oh, doon napapaghalata ang edad. Alright. So, developing my character. Okay, so lahat tayo when we cosplay, aminin natin, the first thing that we always observe is the character's design. I would be a hypocrite if I will say, gusto ko siya kasi mabuti siyang tao or napakagaling niyang kontrabida dun sa anime. No, right? You look at the character design, right? So, when I cosplay, so I told you guys, 40% I cosplay from anime, 60% from games. So when I pick a character, 70% of it is characters I can relate with, characters I like, and of course, characters that I find attractive for my own taste. Alright, pinakita ko din sa comments. Alright, so when I cosplay, lahat ng nakita nyo kinosplay ko, rest assured, andun yung 70%. And 30% is friend suggestions for a group. Characters I think are difficult but challenging to do. Okay, I am guilty with some characters that I cosplayed. I did not cosplay them because I liked them, but a friend suggested it. But I do my research. Like I read about the character, I watch clips about the character. So when it comes to photo shoot, at least I can embody that character into the photo, right? Hindi 100% kilala ko lahat. I'm guilty with that because when a friend is recruiting for a big group and they have a character for you, you usually follow it. Same with Mobile Legends. You know, before I cosplayed Kagura, I was not playing Mobile Legends, but a friend of mine, Yui Aquino, yan, promotor yan eh. Yui showed me a photo of Kagura and then he told me, hey Loki, you know, she suits you. So from then, I had this curiosity of what the character was like since I saw the design and she was very cute. Then I said, okay, so I will try to download Mobile Legends. So I did. I downloaded the game. And oh boy, Kagura, so difficult to use. Grabe Kagura ko, sobrang cancer. Nakakatawa. Alright, I'm into mages when I play Mobile Legends, but Kagura is definitely not my cup of tea. It's very difficult to use. I just use her for Classic and Brawl, but I never use her for rank. Mamumura ko. Alright, so okay, next. I give importance to a character's personality and appearance. So, mas madali for me if kaugali ko yung character because it's easy to portray that character on stage and during shoots. So during shoots, I focus on a character's appearance and poses. It's so easy. But on stage, I focus on the character's personality and attitude. Next slide, please. So aminin natin, when it comes to photo shoots, it's easy to pose, right? Isipin mo lang yung facial expression ng characters mo. Like here, I'm cosplaying Yue and Rei Ayanami. Their face actually has a little bit of emotions. Minsan wala. So it's easy to portray characters with a resting bitch face, right? It's easy. Because you're posing for a photo shoot. But it's a whole different story when you are on stage. The thing that I noticed with new cosplayers is that they heavily rely on photo shoots. I'm not saying it's bad. But for me, the best way to really express your character is when you go out on stage, when you compete. A lot of cosplayers nowadays, they don't compete at all. Like they just go for the shoot or go to a con and dress up. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know, you're missing something. You're missing the best part of cosplaying. What is cosplaying, guys? It's cosplay and role play, right? You can put the role play into action when you are on stage. And you're missing out on that. Okay, so next slide. I will show you the times that I competed on stage way back before. So you can see here, on the first photo to the left, I am cosplaying an archbishop in custom red color from Ragnarok Online. Yan yung una kong convention. That convention really, napilitan ako sumali dyan because my husband before, he wanted to win an in-game prize from Ragnarok. And the only way to win is if you win the cosplay competition. I was really shy in joining competitions kasi natatakot ako. Natatakot ako na kapag nag-compete ako sa stage, baka madapa ako or mapahiya ako. Siyempre nakakahiya. But then, he gave me the heads up. He told me, kaya mo yan. Mag-compete ka lang, wala namang mawawala sa'yo. So I did. The time that I went on stage, that was 2012. I was so scared kasi I was competing with cosplayers who were wearing armor, right? And I was wearing cloth. Like, ano laban ng cloth sa armor? Armor, it's detailed, it's heavy, and may wow factor. I'm just wearing here velvet. So parang, okay, so bahala na. I had a background in stage acting way back in high school. I was on a drama club with my best friend, Grace. Grace also did my makeup when I was starting out with cosplay. So she helped me a lot. So that time when I went on stage, bahala na. But you know what? I owned it. Like really, I explored the stage like it was made for me. And you know, I won. That was the first competition that I won. I was best female in that costume. Wow. And the in-game prize, yeah, of course. My husband was very happy. He gets the items in game. And for me, that was beginner's luck. So when you perform on stage, like on the second photo here, that's Kagura from Mobile Legends in her default costume. So when you are on stage, you act out all your characters' moves. You give out their expressions and you can show it. You can show it to the crowd who is watching you. ang sarap sa feeling kapag nakita ng mga tao na, uy, nag-SS siya. Uy, ang galing nung paikot ng payong niya. Di ba? Like, wow, wow. Andun yung wow factor eh. Kasi when you cosplay your character and you give out a performance on stage, that's the best way that you can really embody them. To see a character moving, doing those gestures. You cannot do that on a photo shoot, guys. No, you can't. But you can do it on a catwalk. And it's so nice. So the third picture here is a monster from Ragnarok Online, an MVP monster that is Valkyrie Rengress. I won Best Monster in that cosplay. It was epic. It was really nice. Okay, so you get to act out on stage. That's the best part of it. So next slide, please. Okay, awards and achievements. So I already told you about the awards that I won, but there was a cosplay competition that I joined. I think yun yung duo. Sasali kayo duo competition, and then pag nanalo ka, the finals will be in an event, and then you will represent the country, right? I joined that competition. It was hard because it was the first time I tried making everything, like from costume to props. It's so hard. So those who are making costumes for themselves, grabe, idol ko kayo. Ang hirap gumawa ng costume. And the mere fact that you make it for yourself and for other people, you got skills. And that is crazy. Really crazy skills. So anyway, so I built my own costume with my friend Paula Arce. We lost, but it was a very wonderful experience. You know, you get to be in front of people who are really good, and then they tell you what to do, they correct you. You learn a lot from it. So aside from cosplaying, I also organized 5 events a couple of years back. But those events mainly are for charity events. I love charity events, guys, because it's a way of giving back. Cosplay is not just about you, like being popular, being noticed. For me, the real essence of cosplay is that when you get a name for yourself, you use that name to help other people. And then that inspired me to do things like that. So I supported a charity before during 2 of my events. That is Grace to be Born charity. It was a fundraiser, the RFA party and the ShouJuCon convention, where we raised funds during the event by auctioning our butlers from the Mystic Messenger game characters. I hired models to cosplay. And then the funds that we raised, we donated them all to charity. It was such a heartwarming feeling, you know, getting to help those kids in need. Not just kids, but kids who were abused, kids who got pregnant early and they have no choice, you know. To share a bit of what you have or what you have done to those people is the best feeling ever. Shout out to a cosplay group that I support, which is Cosplay for a Cos PH. They are a group of cosplayers that have charity events every year. Like every Christmas, like they require cosplayers to visit sick children at the hospital to give gifts. I am an avid supporter of that, but right now we can't do anything because of the ECQ. We cannot make any charity events as of now. But if you are really supportive of doing charity work and you are a cosplayer, you can make a lot of kids happy by joining this group, Cosplay for a Cos PH. Like, nakakataba ng puso. Let's give back to the kids. It's not just about being popular or being someone in the community, but of course, it's to give smiles to kids, you know. And anyways, so I am often invited to give cosplay talks to schools, and I teach kids on how to start cosplay, how it will begin, because some kids are in it like for the popularity bandwagon. Like they will ask me a question, hey Loki, I want to cosplay because I want to be popular. How are we going to answer that, right? Or Loki, I want to cosplay because I want to earn money. Oh my god, you are in the wrong hobby, my dear. If you want to earn money because of cosplay, we cosplay because it's a hobby that we do. It's a hobby that we like. Well, not all can profit from it, but if you love what you do, then you know, if you love what you do, then maybe somehow or somewhere somebody will take notice of your hard work and you will reap back, you know, what you sow. So that's it. So yun guys so ang share ko lang cosplay kids, it's not just for pasikatan, okay? It's a hobby guys, please don't make it more complicated. We cosplay because we love it, we love to do it, not because we want to become an artista or whatever. Don't use that mindset when you cosplay for the love of it. It's very basic. All right, so I've been also a guest in some events in Metro Manila and outside Manila, which is in Bacolod and Baguio. All right, so next slide. Jose Manuel Torres, shy kid, but ever since I got into cosplay, I wanted all eyes on the character I become. Yeah, of course. All right, so next slide. So, ano pa ba? I think my next slide will talk about inspiration and drive. Yes. So my drive and inspiration, of course, from my friends and supporters, friends that support me with my cause. Usually into cosplay for a charity, to cosplay because for the love of the hobby, not for popularity or anything else. For the supporters that have been with me throughout my entire journey for 10 years in the community. Marky Eliano, shout out naman dyan. Hi, Marky! Okay, you know Marky? He's a cosplayer who specializes with clown makeup and really loud cosplays. Gail Mayari, I'm so proud of you. Thank you, Gail. Shinmurake, I will always support you. Thank you. So, anyways, so friends and supporters, they inspire me to do what I'm still doing until now. And mind you, do you know, guys, that I'm already a mom? Yeah, I have 2 kids. And for me, cosplay is like my outlet to remind me of my old self. That hello, I'm not just a mom. I'm not just a businesswoman. I'm still myself. All right. And characters in my bucket list. Yes, there are a lot of characters that I still haven't done yet. And I'm looking forward to do them all once all of this pandemic is over. Shout out to Grace and to everyone else who's watching. So, and of course, as long as I have free time. Guys, when you hit your 30s, yes, I am in my early 30s. Wala pa 35, but early 30s. It's hard to cosplay because that's the time when you need to balance everything. And cosplay is not a priority anymore. You need to take the back seat for that. You know, family comes first and then work. And then if you have an extra time, then maybe you can cosplay. So I hope you learned a thing or two from me, from what I have been through in 10 years in the community. And I hope that you'd still be there supporting me and supporting every cosplayer in this hobby that, you know, you really care about and know. So one more thing, guys. When you cosplay, you don't drag other people down, okay? When you cosplay for yourself. Okay, you don't need to hate on someone or to say that I own this character, I can only cosplay this character. No, we hate that mindset, okay? Cosplay should be fun. Cosplay should be, you know, really lax. And that's it. Alright. Oh, nga no, lahat naka-age ko nasa chat box. Hello, ancients. Hello. Yeah, age doesn't matter in cosplay. Yeah. So, labas yan ang mga legend, yung mga nagko-comment. Mas matagal pa sa akin yung iba dyan. So, I hope you had a great time with my small part of the episode. And I'm looking forward to your questions later on in the Q&A. Thank you! Doon makikita friendly talaga sila. Oh yeah, outside the games that I did. Alright, so aside from games, I also do movie cosplays. And as you can see, I cosplayed Hela and Galadriel. They were portrayed by one actress, which is Kate Blanchett. Right. I can be a bad girl too. I can be nasty in some cosplays. All right. So I guess that's it. 30 plus is the new 20 for you. Woo! I hope for everybody else. So for more Pi cosplays, please support my page, Loki Heart. Thank you, everyone.
I agree. 30 is the new 20. Dahil,
Yeah!
like,
Ano yun? Thanks na wala akong diamond. Wala akong pang-gift.
let's read some comments. Loki, someone is asking for a shout out. Marky?
I already made a shout out. That's Nay! Hi, Marky.
Oh,
Horse.
grabe no, mga 2008 to 2010 peeps nandito for Maya
Very
Lysol.
glad. Cosplay Fusion. That was my first event. I was a marshal for Alodia's event. Oh my God. Tagal na.
Oh, lumalabas din ang age.
Talented ka ba,
Cosplay
Shou?
2005, and yes, I enjoy seeing people who clone cosplayers, cosplays. I usually take photos, and Gabrielle Vela, so pretty. There.
A shout out kay Cedric. Hello.
Ayan. So, for those who have just joined us, we're still here at TOYCON TV. This is the Cosplayers Invasion, the cosplay legends of TOYCON. We had Shaw
Cedric,
just
tanda.
3 minutes ago, and Loki Hart right here is also joining us this evening.
Thank you for
Later,
having
you
me.
can type your questions. We'll have a Q&A portion in a little while. Thank you, Loki.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm pretty some of the comments here in our chat box. You guys are waiting for someone. Well, um, I want to build the tension a bit. Do you call it tension? Anyway, our next cosplay guest is an artist and a content creator at ABS-CBN Stellar Management. I'm guessing you guys know already who this is. Oi, Glenn. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Claude. Yes, you got it right. That is definitely Prince de Guzman. So everybody, here is Prince de Guzman.
Hello. Hi, Lizette. How are you? I miss
Hi,
you.
thank you. The last time we saw each other was ToyCon 2019, di ba?
In human form or clown form?
Both.
Both.
Oh,
Yeah, uy,
ginagol
first
mo
of
kami
all,
nun.
oo nga, oo, first of all, good evening to everyone who's watching right now. I'm really enjoying this. And to kay Shou and kay Loki, it's such an honor to join you here, guys, kasi ako medyo baguhan. But thank you so much for having me here, Toycon. Maraming salamat.
I'd just like to acknowledge the presence of Kais. There's
Hi,
Kais.
guys.
Prince.
Oh, yan. Hi, Kaizi. I know you're battling something right now. You are real, indeed, a real Supergirl. Pagaling ka. We love you. The cosplay community got your back. Mahal na mahal ka namin. Pagaling ka.
Okay, so I guess Prince, I'll give the floor to you.
Okay. Thank you so
Magdi-disappear
much,
muna ako
Lizette.
dito.
O,
Dito,
sige.
dito. Magdi-disappear
Maraming
muna
maraming
ako.
salamat. Alrighty. Ayan. Okay, guys. Good evening. Hello. Ayan. So again, thank you so much, Toycon, and thank you so much sa mga nag-tune in right now. Hello to Adam Sunche. Ayan, magbabasa ako ng mga comments. George Nicodemus, hello. And to Michelle Varo, hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, okay, I'm going to share my journey sa cosplay community. Ayan. So, hindi katulad ng mga naunang speaker, I just entered the game mga 2017. So, my first cosplay is, of course, hindi nyo makakalimutan is Pennywise the Dancing Clown. That's my very first cosplay. So, konting story lang. I was really in the middle of a dark age na gusto ko na mag-apply for a work. I am not really into games. I am not really into anime, but I love horror movies. I love watching movies. And that time, nasa modeling industry ako, nasa hosting industry, and I'm doing some modeling and commercial gigs. Then sabi ko, hindi na fulfilling. And I got a call, I got a tweet na magkakaroon ng It Chapter 1. Ipapalabas siya. And if you are a horror fan, it is one legendary horror film. So sabi ko, oh my goodness, I love doing special effects makeup na itatackle ko yan later. And I think curious ako makita si Pennywise. And when I saw the photo of Pennywise, sabi ko, I'm going to do this. This will be the last time siguro na gagawa ako ng cosplay. Kasi I don't really go to conventions, but I really love horror characters. So sabi ko, sige, gawin natin si Pennywise. So I did Pennywise, and long story short, I'm already applying for a job. Actually, papasok na ako sa trabaho when I got a message from Warner Brothers Pictures lang naman. And I really went, ooh, I went crazy. sabi nila, if can you join us on TOYCON 2017? We want your Pennywise, and can you grace the event for us? Sabi ko, sure, sure. So I went there, and the rest is history. So TOYCON, kayo ang pinakauna kong convention na sinalihan. So thank you so much for catering my talent. When I saw TOYCON, dun ko nakita kung gaano ka-warm, ka-positive, kasaya sa cosplay community, and I thought this is really big. This is gonna be my world. So the rest is history. So that's my first cosplay, Pennywise the Dancing Clown at TOYCON 2017. Okay, next slide, please. Ayan, Ayan. So ito yung mga shoutout muna kay Charlie Millares. Thank you so much for tuning in. So these are my characters. As you can see, there's Pennywise, there's Hellboy, Michael Myers. I have here Gellert Grindelwald. And my latest, isa sa mga latest ko is if you're watching Netflix Kingdom, that's a project for Netflix Kingdom. I did the Emperor. Yan, one of my favorite. So character development when I'm doing cosplay. Biruan namin to sa mga sa mga gumagawa ng costumes ko. Lagi namin biruan. Mukhang ninakaw sa set because we really want to put quality in what I'm doing because that's my mindset nung nasa modeling industry pa ako, nasa acting industry pa ako. It's always in my mindset that if you're going to do something, put 100% kung kaya mo. So that's what I do. That's how I develop my characters. And isa dito, pinakamatagal dito, I think, is Pennywise and the Emperor. It will take me at maybe 2 to 4 hours siguro. Si Hellboy din, yan, mahirap. And hindi lang yun, when you're really getting into the character, you really have to internalize. Mawawala muna si Prince. You know, it's a practice that I'm doing. If you want Pennywise, I'm going to give Pennywise. Si Prince medyo mabubura muna. So that's how I develop my characters. Okay, next slide, please. Ayan. So, bago ko i-discuss yan, shout out sa mga nanonood. Hello, guys! Thank you so much for tuning in. Ayan, my recent cosplay or work is Terrifier because there will be a Terrifier 2 coming this October 2020. So si Art the Clown, ayan, Art the Clown. Alam mo, it's just amazing na nung time na naghahanap na ako ng work, naghahanap na ako ng something fulfilling sa akin, and destiny will just say to you, Prince, you'll be a clown. You'll be a clown. So ayan, this is my next clown, Terrifier. Next slide, please. Ayan. So I'm also currently working on my YouTube channel. Guys, I don't really know how to express my journey right now, but if you want to get a deeper view of my cosplay journey, please check out Prince de Guzman Transformations because we pretty covered everything up. So right now, this is also a little experiment. Yung Midnight Talk Show with Pennywise. This is the very first time that all of my cosplay characters are joining in one screen. They're going to interact. So ito yung bagong project namin for my YouTube channel. Before, ang project namin is the Fear Box. So nag-invite ako ng mga sikat na vloggers and they will try the Pennywise Fear Box Challenge. May mga cockroaches sa loob, and all creepy stuff na talagang really, really funny. I hope you get to see that. So ito naman, sana pumatok. And this is one of my avenue din sa aking cosplay, ang aking channel. Next slide, please. Ayan, so if you wanna see yung pinakauna kong cosplay, ayan, that is the very first version of Pennywise. That is the prototype Pennywise. So yung wig ko dyan is just made of old wigs. And man, you so good. Wanna try some black and white manga horror like from Junji Ito manga? I love Junji Ito. Oh my goodness. I want to go to the Philippines for the next TOYCON to see you. Wow. Thank you so much to Michelle Varo from France. Thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, to mag-explore pa sa aking mga works. But if you wanna know, yan yung itsura ko nung una kong cosplay sa Warner. It's TOYCON 2017. Ayan, next slide, please. Ayan. This is just a really wonderful story because dito na talaga nag-start yung channel ko sa TOYCON 2017. So I covered it. Sabi ko, sige, subukan natin i-vlog. And that time, I was already signed under ABS-CBN Adobe Studios. So if you're gonna ask question, yung ABS-CBN is buhay pa rin ang digital. So no worries about that. So my channel is currently signed under ABS. And one day, I vlogged yung TOYCON 2017 at nagising na lang kami. We're so shocked. It reached 1 million views and the rest is history for my channel. Yung channel ko is one of my platform that inspired me so much to inspire other cosplayers, to inspire other artists kasi hindi talaga madali yung pinagdaanan namin. So I want to use this platform as a voice to inspire other people. Okay, so yan, TOYCON 2017, hindi ko makakalimutan. Look at how pretty Annabelle here is. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what made me cosplay? A lot of people are asking why horror, why cosplay? You're already into the events hosting, you're already into acting, you're already on TV. Why did you choose cosplay? This is very simple. So, just a brief background. So, yeah, these are my skills hosting. The next slide, please. Yeah, these are my skills. I'm just going to show you very fast why I am yan. So, napasok ko din ang TOYCON 2019 when I hosted itong panel with Stephen Og and Michael Kudlitz. My very first international panel before I meet Lin Shay, the godmother of horror, and the director of The Grudge in Malaysia when I was invited to cover the press of The Grudge. Grabe, grabe TOYCON, ha? Grabe yung suporta nyo sa akin. Thank you very much. Next slide, please. I am also, into acting, yan, as I have mentioned earlier. Next slide, please. Yeah, and to modeling. Next slide, please. Dali! Next slide, please! Naku, wag na itagal yan. Ayan. So, yung mga nakita nyo kanina, those are my skills. And nung nandun ako sa industry na yun, it was not very fulfilling. And yung cosplay became an outlet for me to bring out a new recipe inside of me. Yun yung mga recipe na yun, and it turned out to be one whole masterpiece. I really felt welcomed in this community. I really felt loved. I really felt appreciated because sa ibang side, medyo weird ang tingin eh. I mean, let's be honest with that. It's really weird for them, lalo na horror. Pero dito sa community na to, I felt accepted and sobrang warm. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And these guys are my inspiration. I want to give a shout out to my Justice PH family because sila yung sumalubong sa akin. Kumbaga, pagpasok mo sa cosplay community, may mga nakaabang sa'yo. Itong mga taong to. And until now, they are still here. Ayan, yung Justice PH family, they motivated me to improve my cosplays. And I heard that some people are really doing it for fun. Some people are doing it for business. And it's just really wonderful kung ano man yung gusto mong gawin dito sa cosplay community. At sa kanila ko natutunan yung mga technicalities. And dito sa photo, yung katabi kong napakagandang babae as Pennywise, yan. She is Miss Shawnee Lagman. I call her as my godmother. Yeah, fairy godmother. Kasi tinupad niya lahat ng pangarap ko. Siya yung taga-Warner na tumawag sa akin. That call changed my life forever. So thank you so much, Miss Shawnee. Thank you so much for believing in me. Ayan. Okay, next slide, please. Ayan. Gusto ko muna magbigay ng shoutout to all the people watching. Hello to Claude. Hello to Gail. Gail Mayari, Claude Ang, Michael Atienza. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Ayan. Why horror? A lot of people were asking, bakit horror? Bakit hindi anime? Bakit hindi superheroes? Though I'm also doing superheroes. It's just because watching horror movies is very therapeutic for me. Parang meron akong nafe-feel na parang pleasure, kumbaga. And also, horror stirred my curiosity dun sa mga nangyayari behind the camera, the creatives. When I see something scary, ang immediate response ko, how are they doing that? What are the materials? Sinong gumagawa nito? How are they coming up with these wonderful shots, wonderful costumes, and na-relate ko yun lahat sa cosplay. It's just a serendipitous voyage. Hindi ko alam yung hinahanap ko, but cosplay pointed me out to everything that I'm looking for. Okay, next slide, please. Shout out to George Nicodemus, Michael Atienza. Ay, ayan, shout out ko na pala kayo. Hello. I think my phone internet is quite slow. Ayan. So, awards and commendations. So, before, hindi naman ako sumasali sa any competition, but these are the priceless awards and priceless moments na ite-treasure ko because of cosplay. So, that clown is Killjoy the Clown. That is an original character. It's my own concept. And that is a project for Universal Studios Singapore. They invited me to Halloween Horror Nights 9 in Resorts World Sentosa in Universal Studios to just cover the event for my vlog. And one of my greatest achievement yan. Thank you so much, Resorts World Sentosa. Okay, next slide, please. And of course, I also met my heroes. That is the director of Aquaman, the director of Insidious, the director of Conjuring, the maker of Valak. That is James Wan. And on the photo below, that is the godmother of horror. If you've seen Insidious movies, siya si Elise, yung protagonist dun, that is Lin Shaye. And beside me is the director of the Grudge, Nicholas Pesh. That was in Malaysia when I covered the press junket of The Grudge. Okay, next slide, please. And hello to CJ Rodriguez, who's watching right now. And of course, ayan na. This is one of my highlights noong 2019 when Henry Cavill brought us on stage. So it's my wife. Yan yung nasa baba, si Awi. And that is Carla Vergara, si Fox Rats, as Siri. Yan. Netflix brought us on stage with Henry Cavill. Just a short story. Hindi ko alam if nakwento ko na to before. Kinuwento sa amin ng mga taga-Netflix that they presented our photos to Henry Cavill. And when he saw our photos, he said that I want them on stage with me during the fan event. So talagang, wow. It's just a wow feeling. I really thought that I will reach this point. And sa Instagram, nanonotice na rin ako mga international celebrities. They are noticing my works. Yung makeup artist nila nagko-comment sa works ko, which is just really, really awesome. I never expected it. Sometimes I sit back and I wonder if this is all real, but cosplay made it happen. Ayan. Oh my goodness! Shout out to Kino Kaoru, who is the mastermind behind my great costumes. Yan. So, dyan kami nagkakasundo ni Kino sa pagka-OC. Thank you so much, Kino, sa paggawa at pag-accommodate ng mga costumes ko. I do the prosthetics part. Kino is doing the costumes, as well as Ian Cartalaba and many, many other more talented costume creators. Ayan, next slide, please. I also want to give a shout out to Shawnee Lagman. Yeah, my fairy godmother is currently watching. Kinuwento ko siya kanina and she's currently with us. Hello, Miss Shawnee. I love you. Ayan, priceless moments and experiences during cosplay is that as an actor, I really want, I made Prince de Guzman transformations because I am not really confident about myself. And I want to be an actor because I want to separate myself just for a bit. Ayan, yun yung pinakamasayang moment sa akin kasi when I was there, I was Pennywise, but still people are recognizing me. And one of the priceless moments then is when I get to work with very talented people like Chris Cantada here, yung sinasakal ko as Michael Myers, who is also a YouTuber and the former nagtatambol former drum. Yan, si Chris Cantada. And those are my priceless moments. Okay, next slide, please. And my drive inspiration, hindi ko na masyadong pahabain pa kasi if I really tell everything here, mauubusan tayo ng oras. But my drive is my platform, my drive is my fans, and my drive is my people who continue to appreciate what I'm doing because I never really felt welcomed in any other industry kundi dito lang sa cosplay. Yung mga geeks, yung mga horror fans, yung mga audience ko sa channel ko, I never really felt loved inside the community. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Cholo Malilin, thank you so much, Miss Shawnee. Hi! Nahiya naman ako. Hello po, Bishoni. Hello. Ayan. And also, just a side note, ang daming umiiyak na bata when I'm cosplaying. But at the end of the day, nawawala yun eh. Nawawala siya. And the amazing moment there is, they are meeting their favorite horror character. At may realize nila, oh, I can overcome this fear. At it's amazing to see them in person. So these are my drive and inspiration para ituloy pa tong ginagawa ko. And if you want to know more about what I am doing, please go check out Prince de Guzman Transformations. I'm very proud. We are now verified with 632,000 subscribers. Maraming salamat. And thank you so much to ABS-CBN, to Warner Brothers, kay Miss Shawnee, nagsimula ng lahat ng to. And that's my presentation. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm going to give away some prizes later on. Ayan, these are my fans. These are my friends. This is my wonderful family. You keep me going. That's it. Thank you. I love you.
Yes. Hi. I am
So
back.
big.
I was lost
Hi.
for a moment. I was lost for a moment.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Wow,
Let's have
those
everybody
awesome
come in.
presentations. And
Oh, we're
hi.
We
Hi.
have Prince over there. We have
Right
Loki.
beside me on my right. And we got Loki right here and Shou. Hi. Hello. Wow, those
Hello.
were amazing presentations. And I say muna, Prince, you did scare me the last event that you were with us. So
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. But I'm flattered at the same
like
time.
when
Thank you
I
so much.
opened the door sa up center when you were dressing up at that time, when I opened the door and then you were coming out, you just scared the out of me. So
Thank you. I should say thank
so
you.
it's really realistic. Like I've seen a couple of people around Toycon, yeah, when they see you, they're just like they're hesitant in like trying to get a picture, but or if there's if there's something gonna happen or what. So it's really interesting na ganon. Zet,
Shao
do you
and
have
Prince
any?
like things now. Hey brother, I'm Shao
Yeah,
without the cat ear.
they
Hey, bro.
that's true though. They do
Yeah,
look
you
alike.
actually look alike.
They really do look alike.
Yeah,
Not gonna
almost the
lie.
same height.
True.
But earlier, I want to backtrack. Then no, I want to backtrack with because earlier I heard her mention about when it comes to cosplay, no, na magastos and that. What was like the most that you spent? I guess the question goes over to everybody else. No, how what's the most na figures yung number
Monetary wise,
that's the costume? Yeah, yes, monetary wise.
I think usually most of us would make our own items, so the cost wouldn't be as expensive. But my very first cosplay, I dipped in a lot of my savings because it was a Rescue Captain America from the movie,
Okay,
and I wanted it to be all authentic World War II military pararescue items. It was an actual authentic UN helmet from post World War era, and we repainted and everything. So that one, along with the paramilitary trousers and boots and all the gear, probably around 35 to 40,000, so almost $1,000.
Mhm.
wow.
But that's a special consideration. Nowadays, we wouldn't spend that much.
Uh, Loki, how much do you think na ano mo you spent on or like the most expensive costume that you've had so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
You.
Oh, five digits.
Five,
Pero
what, five
expensive.
digits.
So,
Uh,
yeah, not as
That
expensive
that's
as this, but
that's
yeah,
the
five.
expensive.
Mga
Okay.
around 10 to 15 ata. Yeah.
Ano yun? Upper garment ba?
Armor usually. Armor.
Armor usually.
Yeah.
Kasi I understand. I think out of the three of you guys, you are the most senior.
Oh, grabe ka
Yeah.
ha!
Sorry. Was that the right term?
Wow.
Senior,
Yeah,
hindi. Ano,
senior din.
ito yung senpai eh. Ito yung senpai. Pero yun nga. How about you, Prince? How much have you
Uh,
how much have you think you've invested?
Hindi ako makapaglakas ng boses kasi andito yung asawa ko, mabubuking niya ako eh. Ah, siguro
Don't worry,
I
it's not recorded. Atin-atin lang.
Pwedeng sign
invested a
language.
lot with I invested a lot with Pennywise because costly talaga yung teeth and yung materials ng prosthetics, and yung wig ni Pennywise, yung mga nakikita niyo sa photo, that's 100% real hair. I think
It-
nakatatlo revise kami. Medyo strict ako sa costume kasi pag may nakita akong mali, I really wanted to be revised.
It really does look authentic, though. It really does. I mean, all three of you, all your costumes
Mhm.
actually look very
I think
look
naka kami
authentic.
doon. I think 300.
Really?
200.
Three-
Something
three-
like
And this is only for the whole
300
costume of
pesos lang
Pennywise?
pala.
Akala ko tama
Oo.
lahat. Oh my God!
Then,
Wait,
Teka,
Gerard
basta
is
siguro
hero.
mga more or less 200,000 with all of this. It's worth it.
Wow.
Really worth it.
I think
Does-
there's a
I mean, I wouldn't have imagined it would go up that far, pero how about you? Magkano yung costume mo na?
Ako
teka
ba?
lang ah.
Sorry, si Lizette.
Wait for me. Hintayin niyo ako makapag-cosplay. Wala pa
Costume
ako
na ako
dyan.
nito. pero I was reading some of the comments then, and George Nicodemus, I think, was trying to ask Prince, what is your biggest experience as a cosplayer?
My biggest experience as a cosplayer?
Well, I guess the question goes for everybody. What would be the biggest experience as a cosplayer?
Go show.
Oh, all right. Okay. Throw it on to me. Okay. my biggest experience was probably being on stage in Otaku Fest last February, because the moment I got on stage, people were just shouting my name, and I got to see all the love and passion and support from the entire community. And it was
I
just a
can
great
tell.
experience overall. Like I don't know, it's just something about the generation of cosplayers right now is just so kind and passionate and loving and fun. Like when I was on stage, we were doing a lot of hostings for people who were doing the competitions. I would see all these young, passionate individuals who are just like, it looks like it was their first or second cosplay, but they were just so happy and so motivated. And I just like experiencing and seeing people do their best to try different cosplays. You could clearly see it's some people's first times, but I just loved that they were doing it, that they were cosplaying regardless of if it's perfect or if it's perfect or not. And I just thought like, wow, you guys are so passionate, you're so committed, you're so dedicated. And I just love seeing new cosplayers, old cosplayers, people who are young, people who aren't young. Like I know a lot of people in their 40s in the States who still cosplay, and I keep up with them all the time. Like they find ways to do it. And I just love experiencing cosplayers every single day of my life, especially online. So I think every day is just a good experience for me in cosplaying.
Oh, okay. How about
There's a
you,
question.
senpai? Sinokit mo na. Let's have them.
Okay, go okay.
I love calling. I'm gonna start calling her senpai na ngayon. Kasi she's been there longer than I have.
Grabe.
Ano
How
ulit yung
about
tanong? Sorry, senior
What
citizen.
best cosplay experience? I think. Yeah, biggest actually.
Okay, biggest. So I have three. Actually, there are three biggest cosplay experience that I have in my
Mhm.
life right now. So first is when I went to East Avenue Medical Center, I was recruited for a charity event to visit children
Mhm.
with cancer. Siyempre, mudra na ang lola nyo. So when I was there, like I saw kids na talagang sobrang payat, sobrang nangihina. Gusto mong umiyak, pero you can't cry because you're supposed to make them happy. So it was overwhelming. Now you have to be in character so that the kids, when they see you, they'll be happy, they will be all smiles, but you yourself are fighting back here. It's a very overwhelming experience. And the second part is that greatest experience is that every time I'm in a convention, when I get the chance to meet people from different walks of cosplay life. When I say different walks, yung iba na sikat, na yung iba na nagsisimula pa lang. It's nice to see both worlds come together every convention. Like what Shou said, that when you see passion in people who are starting out or those people who have been in the hobby for the longest time, it's a great feeling. And the third experience that I have that's very memorable for me is that last event when I judged with Alodia. A long time ago when I started cosplaying, I was a marshal for her event. That was way back 2009. And never in my wildest dreams would I see myself sitting on a panel with her next to me. So maybe hindi rin sa katandaan eh. Pero baka, what got me there maybe is the passion that I have right now. It never died. So every year it just keeps igniting and igniting. When you do something you love, it just pushes you to places. I think that's it. So yun lang. Huwag mo tawagin lola ang sarili mo, nadadamay kami. Ano ba? Baka senpai mo yung mga to. Grabe ah.
Actually, to be honest, pati ako ata nadadamay doon.
Oo, para pare-parehas na ata
Titas
tayo
and
ng
titas
age
na
group
tayo
nito
kasi
eh.
ata at may segment nga kami sa radio show namin, titas and titas na eh.
Sige.
Okay. So that's it.
All right. So and then lastly, Prince, same question,
Yep.
I guess.
My biggest lang siguro, I think lahat halos involves si Netflix kasi they're bringing in here the biggest events that involves cosplay. Yung pinaka-biggest ko na so far is yung kay Henry Cavill kasi grabe yung pressure that time. You're facing the real Geralt of Rivia at i-embody mo yon. I mean, I worked out so hard for that. Diyos ko, parang...
Oo, grabe yung
Gusto ko-
energy nun, diba? Talagang
super.
wild yung
Grabe
energy nung araw na yun.
Gusto ko nga sanang i-piggyback yung question na if you've had a slightly embarrassing encounter with a celebrity.
Siguro yun na kasi talagang when you are really on the official celebrity, katapat mo na, gaganon ka talaga ng konti. Kasi may starstruck factor talaga.
I was about to say.
It's always like that. And it's just weird na yung mga greatest at pinaka nakaka-pressure, pinaka-challenging na part sa pagiging cosplayer is when I'm off costume because doon ako na-invite sa mga international junkets, yung sa Aquaman and yung sa The Grudge. They really require me to be as myself. Pero utang ko lahat yun sa cosplay and I think it's still part of that. Yun yung pinaka-grabing mga part as a cosplayer.
Okay. That's very, very relative. I could say. Zed,
Yep.
hi.
I guess hi. Yeah,
Hi.
I think hi everyone. No, yeah, Gerard Season says plus a security and secrecy with the Cavill thing. I agree.
Oh, I agree. Oh my God.
Ibang klase yun. Ibang klase yung security nun.
Agree.
One question though. What part of cosplay or cosplaying do you dislike the most?
Sige, ako na mauna,
I think this like cosplaying or
Cosplaying in general. Like, is there certain parts of the cosplay process that you kind of hate?
yeah, like getting ready or
Ako pagbubura ng
the
makeup.
process. Okay.
Yung pagbubura ng makeup kasi it's weird. Ilalagay mo siya for 3 to 4 hours and you're just going to erase it for 10 minutes. It's really frustrating sometimes. It's like ruining your masterpiece and just rebuild it over again and ruin it for 20 minutes. Mga ganun. Yung pinaka-challenging part.
How about you, Shot? Same thing?
No, for me, for sure, it's going to be contact lenses. Because when you're in front of people for an extended period of time, it makes a big difference to have the right contacts on because you can really make an impact. But when you're in a convention or guesting and you're going to be in costume for more than 8+ hours, sometimes you're there before the event happens, so it might even be around 12 hours. And having contacts on for that long starts to get to you.
There's actually a rule na certain hours lang yung contact lenses. Pero ang rule namin, pag kumirot, tanggalin mo na. Pero hanggat di kumikirot, tuloy ang laban.
That's a good rule.
Senpai.
Mag-CR. Mag-CR.
Mag-CR.
Lalo naman sa girls, I don't know why. Ang tagal nila mag-CR. Bakit? Yung ganon.
Alam na natin yun, what happens in the restroom, diba?
I think it's all because
she's doing, and then ihing-ihi ka na. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, kasi sa Mega Mall kasi maliit masyado yung restrooms din.
That's
Ay,
true.
shout out
Yeah.
po sa Mega Mall. Hi, guys.
Yung Mega Mall days. Kaya ngayon sa Mets, medyo maluwag na siya.
Palalayasin ka ng guard minsan.
Sabi kinakatok, miss. Ang tagal yun na po.
Tagal. Oh,
Oh, I
guys.
remember those days. Alright, but
Oo.
siguro let's try to that one of the there's a lot of questions actually that's been coming in. Pero
Oh, sure.
there's one big question that I would want to ask each and every one of you again. What kind of tips would you give to an aspiring cosplayer out there?
Mhm.
Oh.
Sino ba muna?
All right, I got this.
Okay, go senpai.
Senpai muna. Senpai.
All right,
See,
all right.
she's been the longest here, the best, of the best.
Okay. Ano ba? Okay, so if you're starting out, you do it because you want to do it. No other hidden agendas. You want to cosplay because you want to try the feeling of cosplaying, of being the character that you want and putting that character into real life. Just it. No other agendas, just having fun. As simple as that.
Mm.
How about you, Shou?
For me, wait, actually, could you repeat the question just so I can get my train of thought again?
Like any aspiring tips that you would give to any tips that you would give to aspiring cosplayers out there?
Okay, so for this, I've heard a lot about how the community can sometimes be not as supporting to people, but I've never found that in
Mhm.
my regard, because I think it's all about surrounding yourself with the right people. And the important thing about cosplaying, like Loki said, is you do it for the passion. You don't do it for anyone else. You do it for yourself. Like, regardless if someone tells you this is the way you should cosplay or this is the way you shouldn't, it has to be perfect or it has to be this way. This is where you can do it. This is where you can. Don't listen to them. You do it because you want to do it. As long as you're having fun and you're having a great experience and a great time, and you can meet a great amount of people and then build lasting friendships and connections and experiences, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you're a perfect cosplayer or not. It just matters if you do cosplay and if you do it for the passion. And
Do it with
most
heart.
importantly, you
Don't
love
do it at all.
Do it
That's it.
with a heart. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. Don't worry about what people say. Just follow your own heart and have fun. That's what cosplaying is all about.
That's
We
a
do it so we can have fun.
I would have. Anyone could have said it better. That's awesome.
Sabi nga nung nanay ni sabi nga ng nanay ni Joko, 'di ba? Follow your dreams, Joseph. Follow your dreams. Whatever you, kasi at the end of the day, ikaw lang naman ang magmamatter, eh, 'di ba? Kung fulfilled ka, 'di ba? Are you following your dreams? Tsaka ito na lang siguro yung pinaka major tip, kasi nasabi naman na nung dalawa nating senpai. You're not everyone's cup of tea. So when you go out there, talagang talagang merong mambabash sa'yo.
Amen.
Hindi ka buka. Talagang mahirap 'yun, malaking obstacle 'yun for anyone in any industry. Madali kang mata-turn down doon. Madali kang mata-turn down sa mga ganung tao. And just always remember, yun nga, hindi ka everyone's cup of tea, and you just have to accept na pag humiga ka ngayong gabi and you are fulfilled, ikaw ang panalo. Huwag mo sila papansinin. Just do what you need to do. Follow your dreams, Joseph. Follow it.
Nalagay ka ng Vicks, Joseph!
Follow your dreams. I love the interpretation.
Joseph!
I actually got pulled into by the interpretation more than the tip.
I'm seeing
Okay.
also some comments from our fellow cosplayer friends. Oh, hi Gerard, if you're watching, do a character you love so that if nobody else likes it, at least you love it. And how will they love you if you don't love yourself?
Shout out to Mr. Gerard Season. When I first did superhero, Superman, at kung Superman lang naman ang usapan, it's Gerard Season. He helped me stroll
Gerard.
around Marikina,
Hi, Gerard.
looking for
I
tela.
always see him on TOYCON.
Oo. First time yon, siya yung talaga nag-asikaso sa akin. So thank you so much, Gerard Season. And thank you for being my
Sir
friend.
I was with him during our Harry Potter photo shoot. He was Dumbledore. Kahit Shou,
Awesome
yung
Dumbledore.
character. It's like Dumbledore, and then yung isa namin cosplayer na trap sa CR. And then he told everyone, minus points for Gryffindor. I mean, what the hell? That was a shoot.
Oh my God, Gerard, grabe.
CR. And then Dumbledore was there. Galing, Sir Gerard.
We'll try to pull him in next time din dito. Yay!
Oo. Gerard,
Alright,
alam mo
so ano,
na.
Zed, contest tayo.
Yes.
Let's
As
let's
we
do a
mentioned
contest.
earlier, may contest tayo. And we'll have our guests ask a question, a trivia question about their sharing, and
Ooh.
you guys will answer it here in the chat box, wherever that chat box is, there. And
Comment section.
first person to give the correct answer wins. So we'll be relying on the live comments that we see below on the comment section, and whoever
Pwede ba
gets
ako
the
sumali dyan?
answer first will win the prize. Guests, would you mind sharing what you have for our viewers? Yes. What
Sure.
prizes do you have for them?
Yeah. So I'll start.
Can,
Hello?
yeah. Shou,
Yeah.
can you show your? Shou, can you show your prize?
Show your prize.
Hello,
Show.
I'm Shou, and I'm going to show you my prize. So, for 3 lucky winners, I'll have 3 questions. I will give you personalized and signed prints of my Uzui Tengen from Kimetsu no Yaiba, or a different anime of your choice that I have a print of. These will have your names, and we'll make sure to get it to you as soon as possible.
Yes. How about si
Yay.
Prince? Si Prince naman, si Prince.
Have a
Pa, ano,
Yung sa akin naman, one winner, one grand prize na Funko Pop. Yan, Pennywise Funko Pop. Of course, it's always be Pennywise. And I'm going to give 2 signed prints then sa dalawa pang mananalo. So yun, 2 signed prints and 1 winner of Funko Pop.
yes.
Yep.
Senpai.
And
Di ba dalawa,
Loki?
di ba Loki, dalawa na lang pamimigay mo kasi akin yung isa?
Ay, layo mo ha.
Yun talaga yung habol ko dun eh. Sige, Loki, yung sa'yo naman.
Ayan.
So for me,
Pwede ba
I
sa akin din yung isa?
giving gift certificates from my bake shop, Pastry Kitten's Bake Shop. So one gift certificate will be worth 1,000, and the other 2 will be worth 500. And
Wow.
Prince, wag na. Okay na yung cake, makakain nyo pa. Okay na yun. Kung gusto nyo Prince, I will give one if you want.
Yan,
Can you
sige,
guys still
so,
hear me? Nawala yata ako.
Yeah,
Ayan.
still here.
Thank you.
Okay,
So,
time
we
to
start
give our
muna.
questions,
Like,
everybody.
anong question? You guys ask the questions.
Okay, sige. So should we do it individually? Individually ba or general ano ba to?
We can do it individually, I
Individually,
guess.
based on your
We will-
sharing.
Based on your sharings. Who wants to ask the
Okay.
first question?
So,
Ano ba,
All
one
right,
question lang and then 3 and all 3 of them who
Okay.
gets it right gets everything. Ganun ba yun?
Shou has 3 questions.
I have 3 questions.
Oh, okay.
So, do I go 1 question first, and then we go to the next person?
Yeah.
Up to you.
Okay.
You
Alright.
want to give all 3 questions? That's fine.
We'll do one
It's
at a
all
time.
for
I think
fun
that's
and
okay.
games. So.
Yeah. First question is, what is the first character from an anime that I cosplayed?
Shoot. I was paying attention and then I lost internet connection. Ah,
I did mention it. Yes.
Ayan.
teka, Jay, nasan yung presentation? Akin
Oh,
ulit.
looks well. Okay, we have a winner already.
Oh, we do.
Who is it? Can you announce it, Shou?
The winner is CJ Rodriguez for Ida from
Wow,
Boku no Hero
yay.
Academia. Yeah, congrats,
Yay.
CJ.
Yay!
By
Wala
the
tayo
way,
sound
for the
effects ng
winner,
yay.
We will take note of your names and we'll have the deliveries arranged after the ECQ. Please lang, after the modified ECQ tayo.
And for the winners, please feel free to message me on my page also, so I can make sure I know what to write in your personalized print.
Okay.
Okay, next up,
Um,
Loki, do you want to ask a question?
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Ilang taon na ako? Joke lang.
Wow.
Wow. That's an
Wait,
interesting question. Oh my
wait.
gosh.
Let's not go that far.
Ay, sa slide ko, wala pa ako 35. Oh.
Sige na.
Hindi na joke. Alright. So my question is, what year did I start cosplaying? Yun, what year
year?
started cosplaying?
Tanong kung when ako
Ayan
nag-start
na.
mag-cosplay.
Cosplay ka na ba?
Hindi. Actually, no. Honestly, I did try, or like I wanted to before, but I never really got the chance to because most of the time I worked behind the scenes.
Mhm.
So there really wasn't a time for me. My time never came. I had the calling, but I never pushed it through.
It's never too late, Michael.
YOLO moment.
We'll see. We'll see.
See a
May
lot
ano na
of
ba?
dates there.
Who won it?
Let's wait for our official
Matagal,
announcement
pero pag
because
sila
may
nito,
COA
May
din po
official
kami.
tabulator. May official tabulator ba?
May nagtatabulate eh.
O
Tama
sige,
ba?
May COA
Teka,
tayo,
ayan,
paalala.
Loki, may sumagot tuloy nga ng ano mo, ng age mo.
ano daw?
Loki,
Nice.
what's the correct answer daw?
Ano ba? Age ba o yung year sa cosplay? Ano ba tanong ko? Ano ba year sa cosplay?
Ito talaga age?
Mm.
Question mo talaga
Yung
age?
year. That's the official.
19.
Yung year. Nagulat ako eh.
Oh yeah, year.
Year. Anong
2010.
2010.
Oh, 20.
Ayan.
2010.
2010.
Ano ba to? Yung first answer? First answer is the winner, no? Sa comment section.
Yes, the first answer.
Yes.
Ayan.
Okay.
May tabulator tayo dyan. Ayan. So, I think the first person who actually answered,
COA yun.
correct me if I'm wrong, si CJ Rodriguez again.
Tama
ba? Oh, wait.
Wow!
Wait.
No. According to COA,
Oh. Ayan. Iniintay lang natin ang official tabulator.
Okay, according
Tracy
to COA,
Mendoza daw.
tan-tan-tan.
Tracy Mendoza.
Mhm. Okay.
yes,
Ayan.
Tracy Mendoza.
Okay. Tapos once Prince asks his first question, then Shou will just like give out his two, and then Loki, and then Prince again, and then we'll wrap it up ng ganon. Sounds great.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
Prince,
Okay, my question is
in the voice of Jokoy,
in the voice of Jokoy. Okay, my question for
Jokoy's
everyone.
mother.
My question for everyone, no? I hope you're listening. Who is that specific celebrity that came here in the Philippines that I met during the Netflix event?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Ayun.
Oh, na lang
Let's go,
yan.
guys.
Yes. You first na makakasagot. Have you even tried doing stand-up?
No, not yet.
You should.
Tama na, ang dami ko na
I
ginagawa.
think you should.
Yeah, I think I should. Sige, magpasaya pa tayo ng tao this quarantine. Kapag host na ng stand-up
In this
comedy
quarantine
show sa,
season,
sa live.
I
Oo,
really feel like everybody needs a good positive vibe. That's why.
Yeah.
And that's why we
And a
have
good
TOYCON
laugh.
TV.
Mhm.
Right? That's why we have TOYCON TV,
course.
shameless plug lang. And we also have we will be having a lot more of this.
Mhm. May winner na yata tayo. The first
Pag
in the
hindi pa-
comment section is no other than
Tan-tan-tan.
Tama ba si Tiffany Allison?
Yeah, that's right.
Tiffany Allison.
Yeah, Tiffany Allison. Hi,
Yes.
congratulations.
Tiffany.
Tiffany Allison, you just won something from Prince.
Ano ba to? Three
Yeah.
questions ba to? Three questions?
Three questions, yes.
Okay. So, round na ulit.
Yeah. So I mean, Show's gonna bring out his last two questions, and then
Yeah.
we'll go forward
Last
from
two
there.
questions.
All right. Last two questions. First one, which character am I currently cosplaying?
Mm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I cannot say. Allowed to do so, mapapagalitan ako.
Kaya nga may kowa eh.
Here's the tip. He's from the game Arc Knights.
Special
Mm.
tips or official
Mm.
tabulator.
Mhm.
Social ng Toycon talaga.
Let's see
Ay.
if anyone
Hi,
can
Sir
get it.
Az!
Hello,
Hi,
Az.
Sir Az! We see you.
Sir Az, bawal kayo sumagot.
I think we have
Oh, we have a
some
winner.
questions. Oh, sorry.
oh,
Some
we-
winners.
We do have a winner.
Ah,
And the right answer
we?
is Broca from Arc
Broca.
Knights. And the winner is Leo Kino.
Louis Aquino.
Yeah.
Hi, Louis.
Hi, Louis.
Hi, Louis!
Congratulations.
Hi, Louis.
Hi, Louis!
Congratulations.
Hi,
Naku,
Nandiyan ka
Louis.
pala, ha?
Ibenta lang ni Louis yan eh.
Donate na daw, donate.
Yes.
Donate na daw
And then
si
your
Louis yan eh.
Last question, Shou.
All right. And the last question is name the convention I most recently guested at.
Ayaw huminto ng BGM ko. Siya na nag-yay, wala pa.
So name the convention I most recently guested at.
Mhm.
It was mentioned in my slides also.
Wala tayo, hindi siya pwede mag-BGM, no? For copyright issues, sayang.
We'll make our own
Oo.
BGM.
Ayan,
Ayan, may mga sumasagot na.
may mga sumasagot
All
na.
right. No, we do have a winner.
Yes.
And it is the correct answer is Otaku Fest. The winner is Ferlita Tonks.
Perlita Tonks.
Yeah,
Yay.
congrats.
Oh! Congratulations!
Go, Senpai.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Off to Loki.
So my second question is, which character from Mobile Legends did I recently cosplay?
Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends. Gawin ko kayang skin yung price. Wala,
Wow.
wag.
Ay,
Wow.
Pwede, depende.
ah.
Ayan.
Mm,
Character from Mobile Legends did I recently cosplay?
Welcome to Mobile Legends. Ayan. So we have answers.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God, a lot of people have been messaging me about something that they really
Let's
want me to ask on this show.
Okay.
Me?
Pero I'll hold on
Loki,
to it
what's the
till
right
we actually
answer?
finish before we close up and wrap up.
Sure.
Magandang cliffhanger siya
Ooh.
for everybody.
Okay.
Kasi I don't think we'll allow you guys to answer. Well, for one specific person.
I'm curious now.
Oh, you should be because it's for you.
Oh,
Oh.
all right.
What is the essence?
Well, we'll leave
have a
our
winner.
viewers hanging for it. Oh, we have a winner.
I'm getting
We
a
have a
lot.
winner.
We have a winner.
Yay! Ron
Okay, so the
Juno.
right
Ron
answer
Juno.
is-
Yay.
What's the correct answer? Tama ba? Sinabi niya.
You give us the right answer. What's the right answer?
Kagura
Nagura.
from Mobile Legends.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Segura? Segura?
Is that Tracy Mendoza?
Kagura.
I
Ron
Tracy
see
Juno.
ulit siya.
Yep,
Tracy
Ron.
Mendoza.
It's Ron Juno.
Ron Juno.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. May isa pa ba? May isa pa si Senpai, no?
Nakadalawang question ka na ba, Loki?
Pa lang. Second.
So-
And then
so-
third.
Yung third mo.
Yeah, third
Okay,
question.
third question is, what was the name of the charity event I organized? Na
Ano yan?
history. Dalawa yon. they can name either.
Wow. Ayan. Wait, thank you for actually doing those charity events. So that's a very salutable
Mm-mm.
thing to do. We try to do the same then. So hopefully next time may can call us and we'll definitely pump it up.
You also joined
Meron na ba? Meron na.
charity events. Let's
Charity
see,
event.
let's see.
Charity event na inorganize ni Loki. At naghahang ang iPad ko, it's not showing the comments.
Okay, let's see the private chat.
Okay.
Sabi niya,
Ah.
may nag...
Kowa,
Ooh.
Kowa.
Kowa.
Looking. Mainit ba dyan ngayon?
The answer
Is it
is
hot? No?
either of the two, RFA party or ShoujoCon. It was
Shoujo.
sides. Yeah.
So,
RFA
sino yung ano?
ShoujoCon.
I don't think anyone got it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got it.
Oh, sa amin na daw yan.
Sorry, guys. Oo,
Ayun na
sa amin na yung
lang.
cake. Sa amin
Wait.
na yung cake.
Can I type it really quick?
How about one
meron na
more
ba?
question?
Did someone?
Yeah,
Someone?
nobody got it. Nobody
Nobody
got
got
it.
Another question? Loki?
Okay, another
Yep.
question. Ano ba? Tatanong ko. Okay, okay. What was my server in Ragnarok Online? Ayan na, dead giveaway yan.
Ay, grabe.
Pabilis na lang
Sobrang
ng wifi
dali
yan.
nito.
Sobra.
Pabilisan na lang ng wifi, oh.
Oo.
Oh,
Pabilisan
there.
ng
I
dali
think we
rin.
have a winner.
Yes, we do.
Is that
Wala pa.
Karyan?
Louis?
Karyan Cruz?
Is it Loki?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Karian.
Carrion Cruz? Is it Carrion
Carrion.
Cruz?
It is Korean
Karian
Cruz.
Cruz.
Yes.
Yes,
Congrats,
Carrion
Karian.
Cruz. Yay!
Yay! Okay, Prince, last
Okay.
2 questions for you.
Okay, so just to clarify, yung first winner kanina will win a print. Etong second question, another print. My question is, my very first cosplay. Yeah. My very first cosplay.
Ay,
Oh, what might
madali.
be? Who is this be? Who might be this clown? Okay. Si Gail. Gail Mayari.
Meron na? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Gail Mayari.
On the way. Good luck.
On the way na daw yung magki-claim. Good luck.
Si As sumasagot.
Okay. Gail Mayari.
For us,
I think
meron tayo,
Congratulations, Gail Mayari.
and second
Are we
degree of consanguinity is not allowed to join the contest.
Disclaimer.
Okay. Tama ba? Are we on the same page? Gail Mayari is the winner.
Yes.
I think
yes.
so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yay!
Yay.
My last question. Last question for Panko Pat. Get ready for this, Panko Pat. Okay. So for the winner of Funko Pop, this is the question. My very first convention. Really close to my heart.
Sasagot ako?
Pwede ba dito na lang din? Pagkatapos mo kami habul-habulin, ha?
And thank you for tuning in, Kinatne, no?
Wala po
Hindi kayo maniniwala kung sino yung panalo.
Is
Sino?
Ba to?
Ooh.
No other than Cholo Malilim.
Yay! Donate daw, donate.
Donate, sir!
Paano ba yan? Panalo si Cholo, malilin.
Next,
Next
next.
winner,
Sino yung
syempre,
next
donate,
doon?
donate.
Donate ba?
Donate.
Teka,
Awi de
Premier
Guzman?
Jay?
Yeah, wala ka ng
Asawa ko-
delivery.
asawa ko yan.
Wala
George,
ng delivery na
George.
kailangan dyan.
Si
George Nicodemus ba?
Nicodemus.
George Nicodemus.
Nauna si
Yeah.
Miss Awi daw.
Asawa ko si Awi.
Ay, nga pala, I'm
Wala
sorry.
ng delivery yan.
Wait,
Wala ng delivery fee.
confirm.
salamat.
George Nicodemus.
Maraming salamat sa pamilya ko at mga kamag-anak na sumusuporta ngayong gabi. Ayan, pero hindi kayo pwedeng manalo. Okay, so it's George
She
Nicodemus.
probably heard how much you spent, no? Kasi, di ba, earlier you were saying ayaw mo marinig niya.
Oo, narinig ko. Magtutuos kami mamaya.
So, I'm sorry.
Ready ka na ba, Prince?
Should I send my heartfelt condolences to you now?
Condolences, Prince.
Yes, kay George Nicodemus, it's confirmed. Yay!
Congratulations, George.
Yay!
Congratulations. Yes.
You won this very awesome Panko Pop.
All right, Zet. So, ano na? Where we at na dito?
What is that question you've been holding?
Cliffhanger question.
I guess
Huh?
I guess we'll just have to ask for you guys want to do a shout out to your family and friends, loved ones?
Shout out to your by order tayo. Let's start short.
Okay. Yeah, so big shout out to my really close friends that have inspired me throughout my entire journey. There's Carla Vergara, amazing cosplayer. We have Angelo, there's Angelo Grayson, also Din Grayson, and Zach Tolosa, Roxanne Coe. A lot of people who also inspire me on the international scene is Knight Maya and Boiled Curry, who are good friends too. Also, Andre Knight. Honestly, there's just so many people who have helped me throughout my entire journey. It's hard to like just point out specific names, but definitely thank you also to Peppy and Elliot for starting me on everything. I also want to give a big shout out and thank you to Singer too, as one of their brand ambassadors. They helped me a lot with getting me started and teaching me how to sew and everything. And finally, shout out to my parents for supporting me throughout my entire journey, even when it was a little crazy at times. So thank you all so much. And biggest shout out of them all actually is to my amazing community. We have our own page called the Shou Dojo, where we just inspire and are really nice and kind to each other and put up positive things every single day. And it's my community that kind of keeps me going, especially during these trying and difficult times. So thank you all so much. You guys are all amazing. I love you guys. And that's it.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks, Shaw.
Just name BGM ko. Next.
Let's have Loki.
All right. So I would like to thank everyone who has been with me for every step of the way in this long journey. I would like to thank my husband for being the supportive boyfriend to being the supportive husband that he is now. I would like to thank my friends for all the support, my supporters, and everyone in the community who keeps on inspiring me. Thank you so much for everything. That's all.
Thank you, Loki.
And last but
And-
not the least, Prince.
Prince?
Gusto ko pasalamatan yung mga kapamilya ko dyan sa Nueva Ecija. Thank you! No, kidding aside, thank you so much to TOYCON for having me. Kayo yung pillars of my my passion as a cosplayer. Thank you so much to my team, to Prince, this one Transformations team, to my wonderful wife, to my wonderful cousin who's always a part of this team, to Justice PH for inspiring me to and always motivating me to keep going with my cosplays, and to my mentor, my prosthetics mentor, Faye Young, and to my costume makers, Kino Kauru, Ian Cartalaba, Badge Henato, maraming sila. Thank you so much for accommodating me. And of course, to my fairy godmother, Shawnee, and to all those people who are keep on supporting me, always tuning into my vlogs, always tuning into my videos. Maraming salamat po. I love you. Mwah. Justice PH, thank you again.
Yay! Hindi na nag-play yung
Yay!
aking ano. Hindi na nag-play. Bakit?
Yun
Oh,
na lang
God!
naghang.
Yay! Yun na lang. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Yes, that
Well, I
thing.
hope everybody enjoyed the conversations we had, and I hope you guys watching right now enjoyed this fun-filled episode. Surely we've all learned a lot from our amazing guests. Diba? Diba? You learned a lot.
Yes. Big round of applause, guys.
We really need this right now.
Oh,
Kasi
for
wala kaming
sure.
kausap na tao. And I think our audience also enjoy sila kayo. Nakakita sila ng mga totoong tao na live. Diba?
Oo. Iba rin pag may
But-
kausap na tao ngayon.
Yes.
Mm.
Anyway,
Stay positive,
so
guys.
before we end the broadcast, we'd like to remind everyone that on Saturday, what's the date? Is it May 16? Ba?
May
I'm
16.
very bad at dates, but on Saturday, same time, same place, we're gonna be coming back with another cosplay edition of TOYCON TV.
Ooh,
And
cool.
if you guys want follow their respective fan pages, Shou, Loki, and Prince, it's gonna be linked up as well. Diba? They all shared it anyway too. So, and shout out to our staff as well in Anime Alliance, and also for Toyon, everyone, Sir Cholo. Thank you, Orly, Jay from Link, for bringing this podcast together for us here. And of course, we're always looking for volunteers for ToyCon, so check out Anime Alliance fan page as well at Anime Alliance PH. And yung last question, which I'm going to cut off at broadcast. Kay Shou, may nagtatanong. Do you have
I'm
a girlfriend?
scared. Oh, wow.
Ayan na.
Well,
What a
Ano?
question.
so,
Friend, pareho ng
on that note,
Kung sino man nila tatanong yan, pakipasok sa live. No?
we're gonna leave it hanging. Hindi, kasi they all messaged me on my own. They sent the messages sa akin. I'm like, why? Why do you want me to ask it? But okay, we'll leave it hanging. And then thank you guys so much for being with us today. To our distinguished guests, Prince, Lizette, thank you. And I hope you guys see us again for the next episode of TOYCON TV.
Bye,
Mhm.
guys.
Right?
Thank
Thank
you.
Have a good
Thank
night,
you very
everyone.
much. Thank
Bye.
you for Ilana Mineral Cosmetics for my makeup.
Dr. Vicky Bello for my hair and makeup then.
And hi guys, para sa boyfriend ko pala, Dean Pards, Jetro Dean, hi.
Si Meg, Carissa, Alan, everybody's watching.
Meg. Hi
Glenn
Glenn.
Mark Antonio, hello. Neo Infante.
Glenn.
Hi.
Thank you, TOYCON, for having us. Really appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you everyone.
Bye, Tiffany.
Hello.
Do we leave
I
now?
think we're still on. Say hi lang. Hi ulit.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
Hi, we're still live. We are still definitely live.